Hey guys, and welcome back to another Kerbal Space Program video. So today we are sending our ore scanning probe to Dres. So I just so happen to have enough Delta V left in this little probe to send it all the way to Dres. As you can see there, I have tons of xenon gas. So I was like, why not? I'll send it to Dres, we'll reuse it, so I don't have to send another launch. But yeah, so it the last time we had seen it, it was left in a polar Ike orbit, so I went ahead, popped it out of there. And now it's on a bit of an elliptical orbit, so I decided, hey, I'll fix that up. That'll make things a little easier on me. So I go ahead and do that. Just orbiting around. Like so. And then I burn. Like that. So yeah. I think in the next video I will probably send I might just put stuff in Duna orbit so that way I can build stuff in the rocket part station there, so, because I've got that station I can build stuff with. So I'll probably just send crew, and I'm thinking about maybe sending some communication satellites. I want to make those xenon gas powered as well, because that's pretty easy to use. But here we go on the, I think this is the Dres injection burn now, from the looks of it. As you can see, I have a bit of trouble keeping the thrusters going at full thrust, because obviously, I don't have enough solar panels and there's not enough sunlight. This will become an even larger issue once we get out to Dres, and you'll see that here pretty soon. But here we go, just burning. It's actually a fairly long burn. I probably could have used to cut it down. But we burn for a good while. And this is sped up 4 times, and we have 4 times physics warp. So that's like, what does that end up being, like 8, maybe 16 times sped up then? And it still takes forever. It was like a 4-minute burn, really. So yeah. But here we go, finally ending it, and we have to do, I think, 2 mid-course corrections, because Dres is on a weird elliptical orbit, like it's incredibly inclined. So I have to do 1 or 2, because I'm not willing to meet it at, what would you call that? The, I guess where the tilt is aligned to Duna, because it would just take too long, and I didn't want to bother. So here we do that little mid-course correction, just making sure everything is good. So we bring it down, or we bring the apogee down to Dres, and as you can see, I'm starting to wonder, like, why am I not getting any more electricity? Because, I mean, this is a burn I should have been able to do all in one go, and then I'm just not able to. So, and I don't realize it until I get to Dres, and I start freaking out a little bit, because I'm afraid I won't actually be able to get into an orbit fast enough. But yeah, there we go, and as you can see, we're actually, we're close. We've got, I think a separation of a few hundred kilometers, but we're just not close enough to get an encounter yet. So I just go ahead and fix that up right there. and we get our encounter nice and close, actually. Very close. And then I have to trim it up again, because, I mean, Dres is a little finicky, because, you know, it's like the size of the moon, so, you know, I gotta wait till I'm really close. If it was like Gilly, I think it would be almost impossible to get to. But yeah, I have not come across any Drestoids yet, so I guess we'll see. Hopefully I'll find some, and then yeah, everything will be good. And I also start freaking out right here too, because the signal strength is at like 2%. So yeah, luckily we get Kerbin to come back around and everything's fine. But I need to set up some relay systems. I have some on Duna, but I could probably use to put some on Kerbin as well, all things considered. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Just in like a high Kerbin orbit, like maybe between the moon and Minmus. And I'll definitely put some like really high gain relays in the orbit of Dres. Yeah, you can see that here. I can power up one thruster with my power, and it still drains. So I get pretty worried I'm not gonna make it, but I mean it's Dres, so of course I do. I think the only time I'd really have to worry is Moho, but I mean Moho is ridiculously close to the sun, so I mean I'd be fine with this kind of thing. So that does give me another idea. I was thinking when I send the crew to Dres that I might actually make a stop at the Ore satellite, similar to what I did with. There's something else I did where I put parts on something. It might have been like the Duna tugs. That might be what I'm thinking of. Because I put solar panels on those. So that's what I'm thinking about. I just bring like a couple of RTGs. Like I'm thinking maybe 8, because that would power all the thrusters. But I could probably go with less, maybe like 4. Would be fine. I mean, because I mean that'll greatly increase the lifespan of this, because I can send it out to Jewel and Elu. But there will still be a bit of a power problem there. So I mean, I can send out 8, but 8 is just a ton. I'm not sure if it would actually fit. But while I'm doing that trip, I could also service it, put some xenon into it, which would be really handy. So, you know, I can further increase its lifespan, send it to Jewel, and then to Elu. And then if we need to, I can do a few gravity assists and bring it back down for Moho and Eve, which would be pretty awesome. Another thing I probably need to be thinking about is surface probes. I'll have to look at those, find a few landing spots I like. I think I did, and I was thinking where the white is right now, that like little patch right in front. But yeah, guys, I'll see you all in the next video. So bye.